Ross County may have been relegated to the Championship, but they're looking to bounce back quickly with a couple of top flight signings as they announce 2 former Premiership players joining the club. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's the first of the summer transfer window roundup videos here. So we're going to round up all the transfers from the 11th of June. So there's been quite a few so far, and let's get into it.
I'm ready to go, guys. No signings from my team, but you know what? Plenty of other teams have made signings, haven't they?
Aye, a bit disappointed for Rangers there not to do anything.
No, I mean, Lyle Cameron, but here, everyone knew about that.
Well, that deal was already in place, but we've heard that Ross County, once they go down, they push the panic button and they spend money to get back up. And I think that we can see that already here because they have made 2 signings over the last few days. They brought in Declan Gallagher from Dundee United, who was told he would not be getting his contract renewed. And they've also brought in former Premiership winner Gary Mackay-Steven, who certainly has seen his best days. They are behind him, but I still think he'll be able to do a job in the Championship, and I expect him to help Ross County in their push for promotion. So, I mean, first of all, we'll talk about Declan Gallagher. I mean, a pretty good player, I think. I'm not surprised that he has managed to get himself a club in Scotland. I actually thought he would have been good enough to stay in the Premiership. Who knows? Maybe he had offers. I mean, you look at even like Falkirk and Livingston who came up. You think those are clubs that would maybe have been interested in Declan Gallagher. He's decided to go to Ross County. Could it be a financial thing? Maybe Ross County were willing to offer him a good wage. But manager Don Cowie said the following. He said, quote, "Declan joining us is a fantastic addition to the group. We've had a number of players depart, and this marks the first step in the rebuilding the squad. He brings a wealth of experience in the Scottish game and has recently won the Scottish Championship with Dundee United, which is ultimately our aim for this season." End of quote. And it's confirmed that Declan will wear number 31 for the Staggies. So, quick thoughts on Declan Gallagher. I was surprised that he got released by Dundee United. He played a lot of minutes. He's also the captain, I believe, for Dundee United.
I'll tell you what, he'd probably walk into the Rangers team right now. He's better than Proper. Balogun's away. I mean, yeah. He fucking would, wouldn't he?
As sad as it is, I think there's a potential for it. But yeah, look, Declan Gallagher, he played a lot. He played the majority of, he played almost every minute in the Premiership last season.
I'm not even exaggerating, right? I'm not saying that should be like Rangers, what they should be aiming for, but I don't think having Declan Gallagher as like a 4th choice centre-back would be the worst thing for Rangers.
No, but here, this isn't a Rangers video, so if we can get back to the topic of Declan...
You wanted me to talk him up, and I just did.
I know you're desperate for Rangers to make a signing, because it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The only signing you made was Martin Russell, and I don't think you want him. But anyway, that's the one. Who's Martin Russell?
I don't know.
Anyway, point is, Declan Gallagher, I think he's a good player. I think he's too good to be playing Championship football. Feel a bit bad for him. Played a big part in Dundee United, actually getting European football, and now he's not going to be able to, bask in the glory of that. So, yeah, disappointing. But
I don't understand it. We know Ross County dish out some big wages because they're, no one wants to live in Dingwall apparently. But I mean, surely Dundee United can afford that. I don't understand why they get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, he was a really important player for them, so I don't get it. He also scored in the final game of the season. Dundee United were unfortunate not to get into the Europa League after what happened in the Scottish Cup final, but I mean, I think we can all agree that was a good thing.
No, absolutely, aye.
No offence to Dundee United, but I enjoyed that Scottish Cup final.
Oh, aye, it was phenomenal.
And also joining Ross County, Gary Mackay-Steven, a former Premiership winner. He's played for Celtic, he's played for Aberdeen.
What age is this guy?
I believe he is 34, 35.
Does that not just sum up how old we're all getting?
Aye, I believe he's around...
Was he playing FIFA back in the day? With this guy, the 5-star skills?
Aye, you want him in the team? I don't know if you want him in
FIFA. Ryan Gold, Blair Splittle. I mean, what a team Dundee United had.
I don't know if you want him in FC25, but
See around that time, all the players that Dundee United had, him, Splittle, Robertson.
If they could have kept them, you'd have been...
Shifky up front, remember him? 5-star skills, Gold.
You'd have been looking good anyway.
Suter.
Yep, Don Cowie said the following. He said, quote, "Gary is another great addition to the group. As he makes his return to the club, he offers us good experience in the wide area of the pitch. We are delighted he has chosen to head up back north for the next chapter of his career." End of quote. Who the fuck is he? Jon Snow? Heading up north. The North remembers. Well, will Ross County remember Gary Mackay-Steven? I wouldn't be, if I was a Ross County fan, I probably wouldn't be as excited about the Gary Mackay-Steven signing as I would be Declan Gallagher. I get it, Mackay-Steven, he's a more advanced player, more exciting player and whatnot, but I do think with Gary Mackay-Steven, you're getting a player that is well past his best here, but with Declan Gallagher, I think the guy's still as good as he ever.
He joined Liverpool.
I think Declan Gallagher's as good as he ever was. So
yes, if Gary Mackay-Stevens was as good as he ever was, he wouldn't be at Ross County.
Yeah, no, that is true. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Two good signings though for Ross County, and I mean straight away you've got to have the massive favourites, I think, to come up to the Premiership.
Not unless I have a wee look at what St Johnstone have done.
Well, nothing so far.
Oh, there you go.
Dundee United have made a double signing. They have brought in Moldovan centre half Lure Lova from Istra 1961 and Australian forward Zach Sasford from Western Sydney Wanderers. Sasford has signed a 3-year contract, while fellow 22-year-old Lovo has been given a 2-year deal with United holding a 12-month additional option. So I guess they'll be able to add that on if at some point during the 2-year deal if they want to, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it requires a certain amount of minutes, or not minutes, but appearances, something along those lines. Ivu, who's 4 caps for Moldova, began his career with Cagliari and Fenicia in Italy before moving to Croatia's top flight. So, I mean, it seems like these are 2 players that Jim Goodwin's happy to have. He said the following, he said, quote, Lure is a player we have identified as one of our first targets for the summer window, thanks to his dominant displays across 3 different European countries. He is a committed and fearless defender with an infectious level of controlled aggression when carrying out his duties and boasts the ideal set of physical attributes to thrive in the Scottish Premiership. At just 22, Lure is also the potential to develop into a fantastic asset for the club further down the line. In the short term, however, we have unwavering confidence in his ability to strengthen our back line across the next few seasons. The addition of Sack represents a terrific piece of business for the club. To have a player of his calibre secured so early in the window is incredibly satisfying. He's a dynamic forward with a killer instinct in the final third of both feet or with his head, and also has the awareness to intelligently bring his teammates into play. That will get our supporters out of their seats and we can rely on in big moments, giving his mentality and track record in those situations, end of quote. So, I mean, Jim Goodwin put over both players big time. If they're as good as Jim Goodwin's making them sound, then this will be 2 amazing signings.
That Lowry guy looks alright, but then you read into it and it's like, well, hold on. He started at one Serie A team and ended up last season at the 4th tier of Spanish football for Deportivo's B team. Aye. Really?
So, you're not impressed now?
No, I think we could see Jim Goodwin walking across Tannadice with a fucking duffel bag.
Alright, we'll have to wait and see whether he does leave it with Tannadice, or, I mean...
Well, I don't think he's putting Tannadice in the duffel bag.
No. Alrighty. Another transfer we've got is from one Premiership club to another. Jamie Brandon has left Livingston and he has joined Kilmarnock on a 2-year pending deal. The 27-year-old defender who captained Livingston last season brings plenty of experience and becomes manager Stuart Kettlewell's first edition ahead of the 2025-2026 season. So Jamie Brandon, thoughts on him?
He's alright, but I didn't think he was 27.
I thought he was a wee bit younger than that.
I thought he was like 24.
Kettlewell said the following, quote, "We're delighted to sign Jamie. There have been a lot of clubs competing for his signature, so to get this over the line, we are extremely pleased. He has been a standout performer for Livingston and he adds to the leadership qualities that we already have in abundance here. He's exactly the type of character we want at this football club. He understands the demands of Scottish football. Jamie fits in with the profile of players that we already have here. His addition will complement our squad. We want to build a squad with strong foundations and a real hunger to push forward. Jamie ticks all the boxes in that regard, and I'm delighted he's chosen to continue his career here at Kilmarnock." End of quote. So, ticking all the boxes there. That's what Scott Brown said about Cal McGregor, and that is what Stuart Kettlewell is also saying about Jamie Brandon. Here, I think it's a decent signing for Killie. Stuart Kettlewell's first signing. It's a big season for Stuart Kettlewell because, you know, a lot of the fans aren't necessarily happy he got the job. not saying he needs to get off to an amazing start, but if he gets a bad start, the pressure will be on him big time.
No, it will be, but will he be able to handle it? That's the big question. I mean, the going could get tough. It probably will get tough. And is he going to tuck his tail between his legs and bugger off, man? We'll see.
Yeah, Derek McKinn's got quite a lot of stick. In his time at Kilmarnock was pretty good.
It was.
So, I mean, I'm sure the Killie fans will not hold back on giving Stuart Kettlewell a hard time if he doesn't deliver. And the last move we're going to talk about is Connor McLennan, who has moved to Livingston after deciding to leave Ayr United. He joins on a 2-year deal, and obviously he's got experience in the top flight with Aberdeen and St Johnstone. I think that's a decent signing for Davy Martindale's Livingston, and I'm sure they'll be looking to add some players to their squad as they want to remain in the Scottish Premiership.
Aye, Connor McLennan, no bad player. Ayr losing a key part of their team. Scott Brown won't be a happy man.
No, definitely not. Scott Brown will be pushing for promotion this season, but could be tough.
Sure, just get Cal McGregor in, Scott. You'll
Aye,
perfect scenario.
Ticks all the boxes, eh?
Aye.
Anyway, guys, that's your transfers for the day. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We're still waiting on some big signings, aren't we? Yeah, listen, you had Tierney, that's massive, but that was already agreed. We've known for months that's happening.
Do you think Tierney's the biggest signing since when? When do you think?
Aaron Ramsey.
Nah, I'd say so.
I'd say, yep, I'd agree with that.
I mean, Boyd said it was the biggest since Gaza, so I guess it has to be Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I mean, as much as Ramsey fucking depresses me, right? See when he was signing, man, 400 grand a week. The hype was there. Can Tierney live up to the hype?
I think he'll get closer to it than bloody Aaron Ramsey ever did. And on that note...
European final, I'm not too sure.
I missed penalty. Alright, till next time. Peace.